Hello there. This is the introduction of adding tens to any number. On a previous video, we got started with this packet and we finished with the first few pages of the packet. We are going to continue working on the packet in order to continue learning about adding tens to any number. Okay, it gives us a small word problem at the top of the page. Our first job is to read the word problem. 50 blue balloons and 13 red balloons. How many balloons altogether? Now, after I read the word problem once, it is always a good idea to read it at least one more time. 50 blue balloons and 13 red balloons. How many balloons altogether? It looks like they gave us a picture to represent the red and blue balloons over here. And that is something that we can use if needed. The first step is to model it. The problem is asking us to find 50 plus 13. It is asking us to write the tens and the ones. 50 plus 13. 13 is the whole, and it can be broken down to 10 and 3. 10 and 3 are the parts of 13. It is taking 50 plus 10, and over here, where they are going to add the numbers 50 plus 10. We are then going to add the ones. Our 1 is right here. We have 3 ones, so I'm going to take the 3 from this box and put it on this line over here. I know that 60 plus 3 is going to be 63. One way that I can solve that problem is to put the number 60 in my head and count up 3. That would look like 60, 61, 62, 63, and that is how I would get the answer. 50 plus 13 is 63. We modeled it. Now we're going to talk about it. This problem is asking us, what is wrong? So we are looking for what is wrong in this problem. 20 baseballs and 12 footballs. How many balls? I'm going to read it once more to make sure I'm understanding what is being asked. 20 baseballs and 12 footballs. How many balls? What's wrong? This right here is the math that they gave us. So they added 2 plus 10 plus 20. Their answer is 14. This problem is asking us to show the right way. I'm going to complete the problem just the way that this example did up here. I'm going to write the tens and the ones. So I have 20, and then I have 12. 12 is my whole, and 10 and 2
are my parts. 20 is also my whole. And if I broke it down, there are no ones in 20 because there would just be two tens. I'm going to add the tens, so I'm going to take this number here, 20 or two tens, and add it to this number here, which would be 10 or 110. 20 plus 10 equals 30.
I can solve that problem a few different ways. One way that you could solve it is by putting the number 20 in your head and counting up 10. This is what that would look like.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
20 plus 10 equals 30.
Now I've taken care of adding the tens, but I have not added the ones. So I'm going to take this answer that I got here for the adding the tens and add the ones to it. 30 plus 2.
Again, I'm going to use the counting on strategy as one way to help me solve this problem. If you would like to add the two numbers a different way, you can.
30, 31, 32. There are 32 balls total.
Now, they gave us an incorrect problem. We worked out how to solve it correctly. Now, the last step of this problem is to take our messy work down here and put it on the lines that they gave us. So we have 20, two tens, plus 10 or 110, plus 2. And that is equal to 32. You can see that my correct answer is different than their incorrect answer or incorrect problem. We are now finished with this page, so we are going to turn the page and continue working on adding tens. Now, we have completed the introduction of adding tens to any number. We are now entering the guided practice portion of this. 10 blue marbles and 19 green marbles. How many marbles in all? I'm going to read it one more time to make sure I'm understanding what they are asking. 10 blue marbles and 19 green marbles. How many marbles in all? They are showing us that one way we could add, or one way we could solve the problem, is to add the tens. 10 plus 10 equals 20. After adding the tens, we can add the ones to the number we got. 20 plus 9 is 29. So 10 plus 19 equals 29. As we move on, we are going to move on to a new problem. 20 black cars and 32 white cars. What is the total number of cars? Again, 20 black cars and 32 white cars. What is the total number of cars? When I am solving math work, I want to use everything that they have given me. I need to look at the equation they've given me, and I need to look at this number bond that they've given me. 20 plus 32 equals blank. I am going to be adding 20 and 32 to get the answer to this problem. If I look over here at this information they've given me 32 as a whole. 32 as a whole, and if I break it down to tens and ones, I have 30 or 3 tens, and then I would have 2 ones left over. The 3 for 3 tens and 2 for 2 ones. So what I would do is I would take my tens from 20. So I would add 20 plus 30. That number is 50. Again, one way that I can solve that would be to count on. Another way I could solve that is by skip counting by tens. So if I know that I'm at 20 and I need to go up 30, I would skip count 3 times. 20, 30, 40, 50. 20 plus 30 equals 50, and that is my tens, but I need to also add my ones. My tens are taken care of, and now I'm focusing on my ones. 50 plus 2 equals 52. I can get that number by counting on. I put the number 50 in my head and say 50, 51, 52. The total number of cars is 52. One more problem. 29 small ants and 10 big ants. How many ants are there? Now for this problem, they did give us an equation. It is just wrote differently than this up here. It has blank is equal to 29 plus 10. Now, don't let this confuse you. This right here would be the same if it was written this way or wrote this way. "29 plus 10 equals blank." And for this problem, they did not give us any additional information, so we can solve it however we see fit. I'm going to continue solving very similar to the way I solved the problem up here. So I have 10. 10 is already broken down. It has just one 10. I'm going to take this number here, 29. 29 is a whole. If I broke it down into tens and ones, I would have 20 or 2 tens and 9 ones. I broke down 29 into 20 and 9. Now I'm going to add the tens, so I'm going to add 20 plus 10 equals, and I would get 30. Now that I've added the tens, I need to also add the ones. So I would have 30 plus 9. And my final answer would be 39. 39 ants. And I'm going to put that number right here. 39 ants.